Sorry, I was waiting for the the thing to start counting, and it looked like it was stalling. So whatever. You guys always get the best me whenever you come onto these videos. So welcome. Thank you. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome. I'm Jireh, guys. This is Coco Cares. And here I just talk about becoming your best self, being accountable for yourself, being sober-minded, making right decisions, understanding, your thinking and how your thinking leads to your actions. And if your actions aren't right, or if you're not being accountable for your actions, that is really going to affect the generation to come, our children. And that's really where my heart is, just wanting to help individuals think in a way that doesn't put our children in broken homes, or in single parent homes, or being the product of a lack of a mother or father, or just all those kind of situations, divorced families and stuff like that. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with single moms, with single dads, with even people having to get divorced. I understand there's serious issues, but I do feel like a lot of times we end up in those situations because we're really maybe sometimes operating from insecurity sometimes, or operating from a place of lack, and you're really just allowing your emotions to drive your decisions instead of thinking like, okay, is this the best situation for me? Is this the best decision for me? Is this going to promote or fuel or add to or benefit my future, But today, I'm sorry. Today, you guys, this is like I think the third time I recorded this video, because the first time somebody called, and so I was like, okay, whatever, I just started. And the second time, I had to delete things from my phone because I didn't have enough room. So now it's gonna be short and sweet. But I want to talk about being accountable with your words, doing what you say you're going to do. And I think that's something that all of us can get better at. I know from myself, I used to be a people pleaser, and I still very, very much enjoy making people happy, pleasing people, wanting to see people smile. I'm a server at heart. Like, whatever I can do to help and aid and make someone comfortable. Like, I understand who I am as an individual, which I think is a good place to be. I think sometimes everybody wants to be the boss, everybody wants to be the leader, and if you're not that, then it's like you suck. But there is strength in being the help. There is strength in being the one who, the operations, I feel like there's such strength in that, because the leader can't shine unless there's somebody who's willing to be the one to get things ready, to be the one to, dot the I's and cross the T's. Like, if everyone's the leader, if everyone's the big show person, who's paying attention to the details, And so I understand. I'm a great help. I am a great help. I will help you shine. I will help you glow. I really myself don't like being a person who's center of attention. I kind of like, taking the back seat and just like, doing what needs to be done so things can operate smoothly and flow smoothly. And one thing that I had to, or still working on, is doing what I say I'm gonna do, doing what I say I'm gonna do to people, being accountable with my words. And that, honestly, I used to go through, somebody saying like, oh, are you gonna come out? And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna come out, because like you're excited, or you want them to feel good, but then you're like, dang, I really don't want to come out, And I went through that phase of being a flaky person and just not really being accountable with my words, which made me, not accountable with others. And really, I think it starts with not being accountable with yourself. And y'all know how I talk about Everything starts from within. Like, you can't show something if you don't show it to yourself. You can't expect something from someone else if you don't even do it for yourself. And I had to get to the point of like, okay, I wanted, when someone would tell me something, like if they didn't do it, I would get so mad. And I wouldn't want to give them grace or do anything like that. But it was like, I had to take a step back and reflect. And I was like, yo, Jay, like, you don't even do what you say you're going to do for you. You know, like, you say you're going to wake up and work out at 5, and you don't do that. You say you're going to intermittent fast, and you don't do that. You say after work you're going to go on a walk, and you don't do that. That was before. Now, check me. I'm on there. I'm 10. That's a 10. But like, I really had to grow in being a person who was like, okay, if I say it, I'm gonna do it. Because also what that meant to me was like small wins, small victories, just showing myself like, yo, I can count on you, you know? Basically telling my mind, my subconscious mind, like, you can count on yourself, which I think is so important. Because when you do count on yourself, when you are accountable with yourself, then you come from a humble place of making sure other people are accountable with you. And then if someone were to tell you something that they didn't do, I feel as though, because you've put in such the work of making sure that like, yo, when I say I'm gonna work out, I work out no matter how I'm feeling, no matter what emotion is telling me to sit on the couch, read a magazine, do yoga, you know, like, I go and work out, I go to the gym. And I know the mental cycle that I have to go through in order to be like, at this time I said this, so I'm gonna do it, you know? Or to this person I said this, I have to be there. So when someone else doesn't do what they say they're gonna do, it's not so much like, oh, you're a bad person, you're this, you're that, you're the other. It's more like being able to come to them with like, I wanna say strong grace, of letting them know like, hey, I see how you move, and I don't appreciate that, you know? Or just seeing, sometimes the best love is silence, you know? I think sometimes the best love is self-love, and it's just understanding or noticing how an individual operates, and then moving accordingly, you know, not even having to say anything, not even having to call someone out, but just moving accordingly, because it's like, okay, I see how you carry yourself and you carry your life, and if I'm going to be a part of your life, that is gonna how you're gonna carry and treat me. That's how you're gonna do things when I'm involved, and I don't desire those certain outcomes, you know, or I don't desire like those feelings that come from when I feel let down, or when I feel unappreciated. So I'm just gonna exit stage left, you feel me? And so I feel as though when we begin to be accountable with our words to ourselves first, it helps us be accountable to other people, because it's like, okay, and it helps us to realize and recognize others being accountable to us, you know, how to lead in grace, how to lead in love, how to lead in strong words of wisdom to help someone know, like, okay, maybe I am a flaky person, but with them, I gotta kind of straighten up. I have to shape up my act, you know? And if they don't want to shape up their act, it's like, love you. But one thing that I feel like us as individual, we have to be accountable with our words. And it's, people really don't care what you say or what you don't say. So if you don't mean it, don't say it. It's okay. You don't need to get cool points. You don't need validation. You don't need someone to clap for you. You don't need to feel special from someone. Like, they really don't care what you say or what you don't say. But when you do say something and you don't do it and you are not accountable, that is when people start caring. And so I want us to move forward in recognizing the words that are coming out of our mouth, recognizing what we are telling ourselves first, you know, like creating a plan, creating a small morning routine, or creating a small night routine, and doing what you say you're gonna do within that plan, whether it's gonna be like wake up, you know, do Pilates, go run, or go walk or whatever, come back, do your affirmations, stretch, pray, get ready for work or get ready for the day. You know, do that. Wake up, you know, do your Pilates, go running, do what you say you're gonna do at night. If you have a routine that's like turn off your phone at 8, do your Pilates, hit the gym, eat a good dinner, read, or, you know, even if you want to watch a wind down show, like do what you say you're gonna do. Because when you start following through on the things that you have told yourself, your subconscious mind starts telling you and promoting you and showing you, like even talking to you like, yo, you could do anything. Because even with like the daily simple tasks, your mind doesn't realize if it's hard task or small task. It just realized it's something that you planned out and something that you did. So when something really big comes along, and like, you know, your flesh starts talking, you're like, I don't know if I could do this, I don't know if I'm good enough. It's like your mind is gonna start reminding you like, no, you could do it, because you tell yourself you're gonna do something every day and you stick by your word. Like you're accountable, you're reliable, you're consistent, you know, like you got this. And then it helps you be that way with others. And then it also helps you recognize when someone's not that way with you. It's like, okay, I need to move accordingly, because I've already done the hard work to make sure that I'm that way with myself and I'm that way with others. So I can't put myself in situations where I'm involving another individual or another, you know, group of people or relationships or whatever to come into my life and not be accountable with me, because I know that may take me off track. But that's just a little love I wanted to give you guys for today. Bye.